We're live!
Woo.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to GotBots 5, the fifth and the final GotBots. I am your host, Chloe Condon, and as you can see, I've got some special guest stars here with me today. How about we start with our newest, never before on the show, GPS. How about you give yourself a little intro to the folks joining us?
I realized that I didn't put my full name in the thingy. I was about to edit it, but I'll do it later. Yeah, hi, my name is Gwen, but I go by GPS on the internet because it's my initials, and it's also a play with GPS, actual GPS, and
I love it. I make a lot of jokes in our team
yeah,
meetings where I'm like, I'd be lost without GPS.
I get them all the time. But yeah, yeah. I am a new cloud advocate at Microsoft about a month now. On Chloe's team, sort of. Yeah. And yeah, I'm here to learn about bots and ask questions and hang out. Really.
We're talking bots, as we always do here on GotBots. And Gwen has also been very active in the chat. So if you've been in the chat before, and also this could be you, right? If you're active in the chat, you too can end up on a
Sometimes
Microsoft Reactor
we
stream.
pull people right out of the audience for our little magic show.
We
Yeah.
really do. We've actually done that before. Actually, when PJ and I were making some of our first bots, we brought Adrian randomly, I think, onto the stream to help us with the problem we were solving. And
Because
if
we
you're
had
in
no
the
idea what
chat,
we were doing.
we had no idea what we were doing. We never do. But if you're in the chat, let us know where you're joining us from. I would love to know. We had people from like China and India last week. But PJ, well, I tweet out that we're going live, which also very appropriate phone case for the stream today.
Well done.
I'm digging it.
Yes.
PJ, let the folks know who you are.
Hello, my name is PJ Metz. I am a education evangelist over at GitLab, and I know Chloe because we started making bots together on stream and on the internet around gosh, it must have been September, August, maybe even
Yeah.
earlier. But we created the Shania Bot Twitter bot together, the NSYNC bot, Badiana Grande, Mechanical Carry, and all these Twitter bots that are based on our love of 90s and 2000s era music. And we love making these bots and trying to bring a lot of fun to tech because I think we need a lot more fun everywhere in our lives, but especially in tech where it's easy to get bogged down in some details and to get stuck on a lot of difficult stuff. It's nice to be able to sort of chill out, have some fun, and like Gwen said, just hang out and enjoy ourselves. So, hi, I'm PJ, and I love it here, and it's great.
Yay! And I'm just bringing up some of these Twitter accounts. I'm logging into one of my many Twitter accounts here to showcase some of our lovely bots. But yeah, as PJ mentioned, we got really into bots at the start of quarantine. We made a bajillion bots. Let me just
Too
get
many,
logged
some
in.
say, but
Truly
they don't
too
know what
many.
they're talking about.
Let's see. You're probably logged into Twitter right now, right, PJ? I'm gonna get logged in
Who do you
here.
want me to pull up?
I want to showcase some of our bots. Would you be down to share your screen?
Yeah, let me find Badiana Grande real quick.
For whatever reason, let's see. I'm gonna get logged in here. Gwen, what is your experience with bots? Have you made a bot before? Do you have any favorite bots? What's your bot life?
Um, I don't think I've ever made. I think I wanted to make a Twitter bot way back when, but I feel like I got stuck in like requesting access to the Twitter API and just never did, or maybe never checked the email or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when I saw like you're doing like a bunch of them, I'm like, I want to finesse my way into learning from Chloe. So here I am.
Here we are. Oh yes, Bon Jovi bot, of course. We have to mention Bon Jovi bot.
Yeah, very
So
much.
PJ, I'm sharing your screen here. We've got just bot paid.
And
So
this
tell
is
the
a.
folks, should we go in order? I feel like we should maybe
I
go in
mean,
order.
like you're supposed to go in order, but like here we are not. And let me pull up one more. So yeah, let's start with the Queen herself, Shania Bot, which was based on a tweet that I saw and sent to Chloe that said, "If I were Shania Twain, I would tweet "Let's go girls" every morning at 6 a.m. And so I had only been learning to code for about 5 months when I was introduced to Chloe, and she had said, "Well, now that you're beyond just knowing what like classes are and methods, you have to actually start building stuff." And at first we had an idea for a super secret project that still may happen, so we're not going to talk about it because we don't want people to steal it. But then I saw that tweet and I sent it to her. I was like, is that something that you can build like a bot for? And Chloe went, yes, I put time on your calendar. We're hanging out on Saturday. We're going to make it. And I was like, oh, okay. And so we made Shania Bot together. At first, she was just a logic app that tweeted every single day, "Let's go girls." And then we put in the capability for her to reply to people. If you tag Shania Bot and you say, impress, she will reply with, "That don't impress me much." But mostly it's a lot of "Let's go girls." A lot of "Let's go girls."
And we originally built that with Logic Apps, which we had a request here in the chat for to view Bon Jovi Bot, and I'll share that real quick. So on the stream, and also I should mention, hold on, let's see, can I move? If I remove this, remove. Nope. Okay. If you go to aka.ms/gotbots links, you can actually look at all the previous episodes, all the different summaries of all the different episodes. But we spent an entire episode building Bon Jovi Bot, which tweets, "Well, we're half day there," every day at the half day for Pacific Standard Time. And what was really funny about this is I had someone tweet at me yesterday like, "Hey, Chloe, there's a typo in your bot. It should say halfway there." And I was like, it's a half day bot. But thank you for the correction. But yeah, this kind of started Shania truly. We have a question here. Are these API bots or web-based? Great question. So this was made, or I should say Bon Jovi Bot and the beginnings of Shania Bot were made using Azure Logic Apps. So I'll show you my portal real quick. But these are really, really simple apps, and you can go look at the previous episode to check out more about them. But basically, all we did was just kind of like, here, Brittany Bot's a good example of this. Or I'll just go to Bon Jovi
Brittany Bot's
Bot.
a great example.
Just a lot of reoccurring botness going on. But here, while I bring that up, while I answer your question, Jonathan, I'll let PJ share these bots. I'll get my stuff together here.
Yeah, so this is Badiana Grande, and Badiana Grande replies with "thank you next" when you use a certain set of emojis. So you can tag Badiana. You use the big eyes emoji and the one where it's painting its nails, and it replies "thank you next." So if someone's bothering you on the internet, tag Badiana Bot, and it'll tell them to go away. After that, we did the Mariah Carey bot called Mechanical Carey. And a similar idea to Badiana Grande, where she replies to you with "I don't even know her," which is a Mariah Carey meme. And that's done with a side eye, an eye roll, and an unamused face. And then she replies with that. I just added functionality to Mariah to tweet every day, though. So to tweet every day, the original way we did it, like Chloe said, was with these logic apps. But I wanted to move it to an entirely code-based solution because with Shania, we had the Logic app running and we had another app running that we hosted on Heroku. So it was tweeting every day from Azure, and it was tweeting at people who tagged it from a app that we were running in the cloud. And I wanted to combine it, but I didn't know how. And there's a great Node package called Node Schedule that is kind of like a cron job, but not quite. But it makes it very simple. You make a rule about when something happens. You apply the rule to a function, and on time, it runs that function as long as the app is running, and it's fantastic. And so I just added that functionality to Mariah Bot, and now every day she tweets this amazing cover of "Always Be My Baby," which is a fantastic Mariah Carey song. And this is by a group called Brass Tracks. That's like a brass band out of Brooklyn. They're really good.
So all of these bots, to answer your question, Jonathan, started as Azure Logic apps and then eventually took form into kind of web-based ones. So PJ, you have a new bot, not a Divas bot in this case,
No.
but PJ has really been wanting to get. So if you're on Twitter, sometimes like there's brands and brand accounts that will send you like free swag and free stuff, and PJ is dead set on getting sponsored by Mountain Dew Kickstarter, which is. Can you explain this beverage to us? I'm not familiar.
Okay, so in the world of energy drinks, there's the ones that like a lot of people know, Red Bull and Monster, and they're basically like soda. And they're not very good for you, but I drink them all the time anyway because half of my blood is in fact caffeine, and if I don't keep the balance right, I just fall asleep. So I used to drink a lot of Monster energy drinks and a bunch of other stuff. And then I used to be a high school teacher, and in the cafeteria one day there was this drink. It's called Mountain Dew Kickstart, and it is a coconut water-based energy drink. It's still fizzy.
What?
Yeah,
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, the base ingredient's coconut water.
Sounds wild.
Okay,
It's
Googling this.
really tasty. There's a pineapple, orange, mango flavor, and the best part about it is that most places sell it for $1 a can.
What?
Yeah.
Wait
and
a
it's
second.
like 80 calories, which for me, I don't count calories because I think that it can be detrimental, but I do
What's your
try and be
favorite
careful.
flavor?
Pineapple, orange, mango.
Okay. Interesting. I've never seen these before.
And it's the one that's always sold out. It's very popular. But like also Mountain Dew just released another energy line called Rise, and like there's like a NBA star who's sponsoring it. And Kickstart has kind of like fallen off. Like their Twitter, Kickstart's Twitter, which let me find Mountain Dew Kickstart Twitter, is really inactive.
Wow. You should be running it.
I mean, like honestly, I tweet at it every day. So what I did is, yeah, this guy gets it. He loves Kickstart too. Let me see if I can find the actual.
I'm learning
product.
so much about. I had no idea. Like coconut water and Mountain Dew in the same sentence is not something I would think about.
And that's the thing, you wouldn't think it, but I found out that it's really, 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 really good. So this is my personal Twitter. And every day at 11:30, if I get past all the other stuff I've been tweeting today, which is a lot. That's yesterday. Okay, let me scroll up. GitLab, Shops at the Creek, Vaccine, and there it is. Okay. So the Kickstart Mountain Dew page, the last time they tweeted was 2015. Yeah, 2015.
Wow.
And I tweet at them every single day and Mountain Dew asking them to sponsor me. And I have a little counter in the code that says how many days I've been doing it.
Wow. You're probably, like, some intern is going to log into the Mountain Dew Kickstart account.
Only me.
Notifications just PJ.
And they're going to be like, this guy is consistent. Little
right.
do they know, there's an entire bot situation
There's
going
just
on
a
here.
code base. So yeah, to make a Twitter bot, like it's the first time we did it with Shania, it was a lot of work, a lot of figuring out what happens and doesn't happen. We found out that when you change the account to be able to tweet, which when you first create a Twitter account and create a developer account for it, the option is that it's read only. You can generate your keys and you can do all this stuff. And we got 2 hours into our work that we had done all this work to make the bot tweet, and it wasn't working. And then we found out you have to flick a switch that turns on the ability to tweet. When you do that, you have to reset your keys because the old API keys are set up for read only. So you have to regenerate your keys. Do you remember that nightmare, Chloe? We were like, why doesn't this say it somewhere?
Talk about like the importance of good documentation. That not only happened, but also we discovered, and this is something I've had to learn the hard way from making a lot of Azure Logic App bots, is so let's say that you have a bot like It's Brittany Bots that tweets It's Brittany Bots every day at the same time. You can't tweet the same tweet within a 24-hour period. So if you're testing it, you have to make sure that you either like add an emoji or an exclamation point or a slight variation. And we kept thinking like, oh my gosh, our code is broken. What's going on? When in reality, like we were just being limited by the Twitter API /
I
not switching on the new code.
I have such a good story about how the fact that Twitter doesn't let you tweet the same tweet a bunch of times helped
Okay.
me find a bug in one of my Twitter bots that I created.
Tell us everything.
So one of my Twitter bots that I made is called Super Nintendo Soundtracks, SNES Soundtracks.
Okay.
And at the beginning of every week on Monday, it tweets a Super Nintendo video game soundtrack link. So you can click on it and listen to some great music. It'll also, if you ask it nicely, it will just send you one. And the way it works, and I'm trying to pull it up right now, open folder. Where am I? I might have to like get into my terminal for a second. Hold on. But basically the way it works is there's just an array that consists of several YouTube video links. And it pulls a random thing from that array and then adds it to the tweet and uploads it. I found two major bugs. The first one was that I was calling from the array when the app started and not when the function ran. So the app started, it picked a random number from the array, and then it would only tweet that same video. So for like 5 weeks, it was tweeting the Final Fantasy soundtrack every single time. And it was just not working. One day, I looked at Twitter and I saw that Super Nintendo soundtrack was tweeting like every single minute.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh my god. And then some minutes it wouldn't. I was like, why wouldn't it?
Okay.
And so I looked into it, and because I hadn't declared, and I am trying to like open my actual like a repo here so I can show you guys. One of the reasons it was doing that, it was not tweeting sometimes because it was trying to tweet the same thing it had previously tweeted. But the rule that I had created basically was not declaring a minute, so it was just saying, oh, I'm just going to tweet every hour. Here we go. It was going to tweet, it was like at 10 o'clock, and then it would go at 10:01, 10:02, 10:03, 10:04, 10:05, 10:06. And so I had to actually declare a minute. Alright, so this is the, here it is, Super Nintendo stuff. So like I said, this is the array that I pull from. And then right here is where you make a rule in order to be able to tweet at a certain time.
Okay.
And this line, line 13, was missing. And so it saw rule hour 10, and as long as the hour was 10, which meant 10:01, 10:02, 10:03, 10:04,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
just tweeting constantly. And I was like, oh my god, Twitter's going to kick me off. They're going to be like, what is this guy doing? I'm doing too much. This is bad. And I was getting like nervous, so I went and like stopped the bot and like tried to figure out what was going on, and eventually figured it out, and it was all good. But like not having this minute rule was causing it to try and tweet every single minute of the hour.
Oh my gosh. But the bot didn't get banned. That's good.
Didn't get banned, and I had to go back and do that for Shania too, which she wasn't doing it before. But I noticed her trying to do it. And in the logs, I was getting a bunch of, you're not allowed to tweet the same status.
Oh, interesting.
It was wild, right?
I love that you're getting a suggestion to follow one of my bots there in the suggested tweets
Oh,
area.
actually, that's a good suggestion. That's a really good suggestion. And that's my one of my newest ones is my Bone Thugs and Harmony bot. And that's what I'm logged into right now.
What is this one?
So there's a great song from the 90s by Bone Thugs and Harmony, a great rap, hip-hop, R&B group called First of the Month. And the whole song is about how it's the first of the month. And when they were growing up, what that meant was they were going to get their, like some government assistance comes in on that day for them. So it was a good day, and they sang about how it's first of the month. You can get up and go, you can go get food now, you can go out the stuff. But the beat's so good, and it's such like a motivational song for me. I used to use it as an alarm for a while every time I woke up, because the opening is, they go, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, yeah, I can get my day started because Bone Thugs is here. But on the first of the month, it's going to tweet that video out for people so they can know that it's the first of the month.
So originally, y'all, we were gonna build a Michael Scott bot or an office bot on this stream. I think that's still possible, but I also want to take recommendations from the chat as well. If you have a bot
Mhm.
idea and you would like us to build it live on the stream, we have some time. I was having a little bit of trouble trying to make a Twitter account before this, but we could certainly make a Q&A bot that's Michael Scott related. We could make, or if maybe someone in the chat is like, hey, I've got this great bot idea, let us know. But Gwen, if you could build any bot, like, do you have any bot ideas that I know you're wearing the Dunder
Please
Mifflin
tell us
hat.
an idea that like you're like, this is what I would build.
I mean, the reason I brought up like the Office one is because I really like that episode, Scott's Tots. And when I was on Chloe's, like in the chat on Chloe's stream last week, I was like, Scott's bots, right? So let's figure that out.
I just
then
put
someone-
that together.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I know. It's like, oh my gosh, I love that episode. But anyway, yeah, and then
that's
someone
the episode
mentioned
where he promises like free college to all
Yeah.
of like a kindergarten class, then he has to like actually follow through with it.
Yeah, and then he ends up obviously not being able to pay for anyone's tuition, but he gives them like those like battery packs, like those Mophie battery packs.
That's
That
one of
kind
the
of stuff.
best misdirections in the whole show because he's like, I know I can't provide your tuition, but I wanted to make it up to you. You can't go to college without a laptop. And you see all the kids get like a little excited. They're like, well, maybe we get a laptop. And he goes, you can't have a laptop without a laptop battery. And he gives them all just a battery.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so I figured like anything kind of related to The Office or something like that would be just like fun. Someone did say someone said would tweet out quotes.
Yeah.
Like that would be hilarious too.
You
Um,
could
PJ and I were
do.
talking the other day about wait, what was your Wayne Gretzky quote
Oh,
idea?
he
Yeah,
like
like that.
quotes Wayne Gretzky, like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and he attributes it to Wayne Gretzky, but then he attributes all of it to Michael Scott.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
that would
could
be
like
hilarious.
take what someone tweeted if they tagged the bot and like quote it and say that they said it, but then say Michael Scott said it as well.
See, that would be great.
You could just have one bot that does several different things. Like if you tag the bot and say Gretzky, it does the Wayne Gretzky thing. If you tag the bot and say no, it tweets like the no gif or something.
What's
I
the
feel. Oh, go ahead.
like the easiest way to build a bot, like in terms of a complexity, like say you want to make like you're beginner in making bots, like what's your go-to to just like play around, and then maybe like if you want to get a little bit more advanced, is
So
use the same thing or like what
Yeah.
are we talking about?
we stole our whole Twitter bot thing from the coding train. So if you want to do it with code,
Nice.
I've got like 25 lines that you need to have and a couple packages you install. And from there, it's about figuring out what you want your bot to do. Chloe's
So-
showing you right now one of the easiest ways to do it with a no-code situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Gwen, if you're able to open an incognito tab on your end and create our shell account or our Twitter account that we would tweet from, that was the main issue that we were running in beforehand because I think Twitter's caught on to all the bots that we made. you used to be able to
Specifically
just
us.
make it with an email, specifically us. But yeah, we could absolutely do a really simple, basic Scott's bots. If we make a Scott's bots Twitter account. So what's really funny is oh yeah, we have logic apps are great as long as you don't want to reply to a tweet. I think there are some situations where you can, like based off a hashtag or something, it can like reply to it. But I guess all of the replies that we've done, PJ, have been through our own code,
Node.
right?
Yeah, we've been doing it with
Yeah.
Node, yeah.
Let's see. Logic app. I'm gonna do logic app. Let's see. We'll create one of these. So we could do it that way. We could also do it. Let's see. How else have we made bot? We could do a Q&A bot. So it depends on the kind of bot you want to do. If you want to have a conversation with the bot, we could do. Actually, That might be kind of funny if we did a Q&A bot that only responded as Michael Scott from The Office. Let's see. Simple ask, can you create an MS Teams bot that says, hi all, in a dedicated channel in Teams? Totally possible. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can do that with Logic apps. Yeah, super, super easy to do that out of the box with Logic apps. Oh, yes. Let's see. I want a bot that follows stocks or news. Okay, so would this be, Jonathan, would this be like a conversational bot, or would this be like a Twitter bot that would tweet things out? Because you could totally have a Q&A maker bot that takes news and information from a document and gives it to you. That could be an option as well.
One of the good things with Twitter bots is you can like if you're using Twit, which is deprecated right now, but it still works fine. Twit can have what's called a stream, and it can watch certain things, and you can be watching for, you know, a certain hashtag, and anytime that hashtag gets a result, the bot can do something. It can be as simple as retweeting the tweet that it was contained in, stuff like that. But that's one way to keep track of stuff. So, for instance, if you wanted like a stock bot to watch a specific stock, you could say, hey, watch for $ GME. I want to know every time, which your poor bot would have exploded back in February, but that's possible. You can watch for things on Twitter.
I'm going to see if I can just spin up a quick little Logic app, but let's see. Ooh, let's see. What does Mike say?
Create a Twitter account in order to be able to do the Logic app, though, right?
Oh,
did you do it? You already got it? You have spots?
Okay, we're in.
Cool. Gwen hacked the mainframe.
We hacked the mainframe. Now I'm just gonna wait for this to deploy. But okay, what should we make this bot do? We had a couple ideas on the last stream, PJ, which Gwen was in the chat for. Mm-hmm. Oh, here. I'm gonna share. That was fast. My Logic app designer here.
Oh, that was quick.
Very fast. Ta-da! So usually how I do my ones that like tweet something out. Okay, so what's something that Michael Scott says all the time? Because that could be our baseline bot, right?
What does he say all the time?
In the meantime, Gwen, share the very securely share the username and password with me.
Very
either in Teams
very
or private
safely.
chat.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, Michael Scott. Let's see, he well, I want to make it safe for work, so I'm not going to do the one that is first into my head. Yeah, that's what he said is the first one that I thought of. I mean, I keep thinking of that episode where Michael Scott, and if you're not familiar, we're talking about The Office with Steve Carell, where he gets the steel drum and he's like, feeling hot, hot, hot. And that could be feeling bot. But he doesn't say that much. So let's see. I'm going to Google, I'm going to look up Michael Scott Office quotes and see. Okay, here's the ranked quotes.
I declare bankruptcy. Oh my god, anytime it can be watching the stream for bankruptcy, and anytime someone like uses hashtag bankruptcy, it goes, I declare bankruptcy.
I'm an early bird and I'm a night owl, so I'm wise and I have works. Wait, that might be a really fun morning tweet.
And
okay, 20
tweet.
maybe. I declare bankruptcy, of course.
I love inside jokes. I hope to be a part of one someday.
This Wikipedia quote's pretty great too. Don't text 911. Okay. If anybody has some good quotes, let us know.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
I want something that's like time based though, right? If we're gonna tweet it like every day. Let's just First, we'll do how often do we want to do it? Every day?
Every day is a lot. You could do it every few days.
How do we have our other one set up? Let's look at the guts of Brittany real quick. That sounded very morbid.
Yeah, wow. Let's cut open Brittany and see what's inside.
Let's see what's inside.
It's like
this
an episode
Britney
of
Spears
Dexter,
bot.
Chloe.
Okay. So for those who have not seen Brittany Bot behind the scenes, this is Brittany. It's Brittany Bot, which if you want to see what it looks like in the real world,
In real life on Twitter.
let's see. Yes, that is my number. Okay, it's Brittany Bot. Simply tweets. It's Brittany Bot every day. Very big, and people love it. I mean, look at this, getting
Brittany
good
Bot.
engagement on the spot.
I don't
And
think I've
this
gotten
is-
19 likes on a tweet like in months.
Well, I don't know why that one got a significant amount of tweets on that day. Oh, I guess it got retweeted. Who retweeted it? Me? I did.
Yep. Yep.
So very basic bot, but this is all just built with the Logic App Designer, and it's done with a recurrence and a post tweet. So this is the part that we'll do when we log into the Michael Scott bot itself. But we're saying one day at 18, which translated to Brittany time is 11-ish a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Because you might be on UTC, yeah.
So we want to do something similar. So let's see, this is doing it at 11. We would want to do it okay, help me do the math here. If we wanted to do it earlier, let's see. What if we wanted it at like 9 a.m.? I guess we would do like 16, 15?
Is that how that works?
Is it?
UTC to PST. No, PDT.
I'm just doing it I'm going backwards from 18. At 18 o'clock for Brittany.
18 is 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
Pretty close.
So okay, we're doing it at these hours. So let's do at these hours. Okay. First, what should we have the spot do? People tell us in the chat what you think this spot should do. Do we like that quote?
I'm an early bird in the night, also I'm wise and I have worms.
I
I think that's good because you should do it at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. So that would
no one's up.
That would be what time?
So that's 18 is 11, 17, 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5?
5.
Is that too
13.
early? I'm not up at 5.
Yeah, 13's good. Perfect.
13?
Perfect.
Okay. And then next step, and this is all very simple, y'all, is we're just going to click on Twitter, and we've got triggers and we've got actions. So there's a trigger that, you can do something based off when a new tweet is posted, and then action-wise, you can get all of these things. And this is basically just breaking up the Twitter API. Ooh, that's a good one, Steven, in the chat. Tweet the first news headline from Google News, except we do Bing News, right? Because this is a Microsoft show.
That's right.
So, for Brittany Bot, we're doing post to tweet, so we want to do the same thing here. But we could, I didn't realize we could retweet. Interesting.
You'd have to get the tweet first, and then you could retweet it, I think. Depends on... Click retweet and see what it asks for.
Yeah. To log in.
That.
Okay, I'm going to sign in. I'm going to unshare my screen for a second. Talk amongst yourselves while I get logged in.
She's hacking the other mainframe.
Can you add a picture, a GIF, when you tweet with Logic apps?
Yes.
Cool.
And it's probably way easier than using Twit and the API to do it.
Yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about your experience trying to...
Yeah.
So, Gwen, this has been a hashtag journey for PJ. I've heard him complain how heavy the... well, you explain it, PJ.
Yeah, so this is Just Bot Paid, and it tweets a video on every Friday. So if you get paid, you can watch NSYNC sing Just Got Paid. And it also will reply with a GIF from the original version of the song, which is from the 80s, if you use $3 bags. So the problem is with this code, and I'm gonna pull this code over. So for example, Mechanical Carry,
There you go.
who only tweets when people tweet at her, is 81 lines. The in-sync stuff is 123, and the function gets way more complicated. So when you upload a GIF or a movie to Twitter, the way it works is you give it the file, Twitter uploads that file elsewhere, grabs what's called a data string, brings that data string back, and puts that into the tweet so it has access to the video that's kind of like, it's not really hosted on Twitter, but it's they've got it. So in order to use the API to post a video or a GIF to Twitter, you have to get that media ID string, and you have to give it enough time to be uploaded in order to actually retrieve it.
So anytime I'm uploading a GIF or a video and I'm on like kind of shaky Wi-Fi, I think of PJ and how he taught me how much heavy lifting goes into uploading a video or GIF into Twitter. Because that actually makes sense, because whenever I post a tweet that has an image in it and I like copy it, even with URLs, it'll make it like twit dot whatever. So like they're doing a lot of hosting on their end.
Yeah. Anish, the language, this is Node, this is JavaScript. So Node.js.
I just want to do a moment of appreciation for this screen share right now where you have insync.js, mariah.js, Shania.js.
This is the Kickstart code. Yeah. It's been it's the day counter. But yeah, so with InSync specifically, I had to set a timeout, use the set timeout function. So it makes everything wait, and I have it set for 5 full seconds of just doing nothing, and then it will do it. Jonathan asked, can't just use a promise. I wasn't good enough at promises, and I just had learned about like async and await, which is also available. But when I got this to work, I like click save, pushed it to a repo, and like closed my computer and went and drank like 13 beers because I was so over it. And now that it works, I don't want to touch it because like I don't want to have to like, you know, the function starts on line 87 and there's so many functions inside of functions, and I'll be the first to tell you this is terrible code. Don't write code like me. But this is what I found worked. And you could probably definitely use a promise, but I'm not that guy. I'm spaghetti code guy.
This is what I have to say about that.
I promise you.
Well,
That's how
quick.
I feel about promises.
Chloe actually always has that video queued up in case someone says promise. She has like 3,000 tabs, but that has its own window.
What I was doing though is just to show you all, I am logging in here with the very secure login info that Gwen has given me. So this is just something that popped up to get me logged in to Twitter. And now we should be in action here, I believe.
So check it out,
Michael
the
Scott.
retweet. Nice. The retweet asks for a tweet ID.
Tweet to be retweeted. Right.
Yeah, so we clicked retweet because I wanted to see what it was.
Interesting.
And
so we could technically make a bot that retweets us all the time.
You could, yeah.
I don't know a situation I would want to do that with, but...
Or retweet someone else. Like, for instance, I've noticed every time I type DevOps or tag GitLab, there's a Argentina DevOps Twitter account that always retweets what I say immediately.
Yeah, I bet.
I'll be like, I forgot everything I learned about GitLab today, and now I'm going to be sad and lonely. And Argentina DevOps is like, totally.
Anytime I tweet about Azure functions, there's a bot that will retweet. Interesting. I wonder if
But you have to get the tweet ID first, which is in the data, so you would need dynamic content. You would have to have a variable in there. It's like connected to some account, and it's like get ID from that.
Let's see. But we want to post a tweet though.
Just a regular tweet. Yeah, that's easy.
And we can do media, and we
Cool.
can do tweet text. So to solve that problem, I've never done with media. We could try that this time. See if that
Totally.
how that works. See if that's a little easier. Because as we know, that's a huge pain in the butt. Doing it. Okay, let's start basic though. Let's start with the text to be posted, which we're gonna do. I need to show you guys the dish towel that I have in my kitchen. I'll go grab it in a sec. Speaking of Michael Scott, I think I need to do a worm emoji here. Let's see.
I think that's a good idea.
I got really obsessed with the Office during the quarantine. I started listening to Office Ladies Pod, which if you've not listened to, it's Angela and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the other person. Jenna talking all about The Office, and I became obsessed with the Prison Mike episode. I am totally obsessed with it. Let me go get my dish towel. Talk amongst yourselves while I get this dish towel.
Prison Mike.
Prison Mike is such a good episode. The worst part about prison was the Dementors.
What does he say? It's like, I kidnapped the president's son and never got caught. It's like,
and never got caught. And why are you in prison? I think me and my friend would constantly say to each other, "You'd be the belle of the ball."
It says, "What's for dinner?
Nothing but gruel."
Wait, that should be the evening tweet. That's the evening tweet. We have our morning tweet and our evening tweet for dinner time. Okay. So this is, I bet you can do two in here. So I'm an early bird in that I'm a night owl, so I'm wise and I have worms. I need to put an owl emoji too, just to have equal.
One owl, one worm.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So there's that. That's it, really. We just save it. Okay, I'm going to open up a tab. What was the handle? I already forgot. It's
Bot Scots.
Bot Scots.
Bot Scott. Oh, look, there's Michael Scott right there.
There he is. There he is.
So if y'all want to follow Bots Scots, I'll drop a link in the chat. Bots
there it is.
Scott.
Hey.
I'll put this in the chat so everybody can follow our new. Ooh, Mike says the repo was fantastic. Yay.
Oh, really? Oh, the Shania repo?
Yes,
We made it, y'all.
Okay. Oh my gosh, wait, it already did it? Did I press run?
Yeah,
okay, well, it already
you must have triggered it.
Wait, what is this extra character?
I don't know, you accidentally replaced it with like an emoji that doesn't exist.
Ruh-roh. Okay, hold on. Question mark. Well, guess what? Now when we test it again, because it's a different tweet in 24 hours, and I run the trigger.
I'm officially the second follower of Scott's Bots, I'd like you all to know.
Okay, I'm going to see if that second one worked. Did it? Wait, hold on. I need to refresh. Scott's Bots.
No, still don't see it.
No? Wait, did I actually run it? Let's see. Okay, let's see. What happened? Forbidden?
Forbidden.
You cannot
can't
post the same tweet
twice?
But we didn't.
Ah.
Still there.
Sir? Wait, why isn't it deleting it?
Why isn't it deleting it?
What?
I think
this
is the output. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you need to go back into your...
Inputs, outputs. Okay, show... Blech. Okay, let me go back.
Oh, it's so cool that you can go and see, like, the code. Like, that's a really cool thing about Logic apps, honestly.
Yes. Which, oh, there we go. There we go. Save. Save. There we go. Run. Run!
You better run.
Okay.
Yeah, that worked.
And moment of truth. Yeah!
Yay!
Okay. So, now here's a question. Can we add another one in here? We should be able to, right?
You should be able to add another recurrence, right?
Yeah. Let's go. Hold on. Let me refresh this. New step. Okay. Twitter. I became truly... Okay, it's kind of sad. On Etsy, in addition to buying this. So I became so obsessed with the "What's for dinner? Nothing but gruel" quote that I even bought a fake record that was like Prison Mike and the something, and it was like a fake record that I had like framed in my bathroom for a while. And I was like, I think I have too much Michael Scott stuff going on here.
Can never have too much.
Okay. Post a tweet.
You need
So
another
really-
recurrence, though.
That's true. Okay. The
Like,
longest.
can you have multiple
I think so. Let's see. Can we do
in one?
recurrence? Recurrence. Is that how we did it? Am I spelling it right?
It gives you the option at the very beginning to just like, here's your recurrence. So I wonder if up in connectors
Yeah.
there's something.
Schedule. Let's see. Connectors.
might
Connectors
be like-
overview. Wrap around the API. Okay. Let's see. I think the connectors are like Twitter would be our connector in this
Can
case.
you click the menu dots on recurrence? And maybe there's like, oh, add a new parameter.
Where?
Or is that the drop down menu at the bottom of recurrence?
No.
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 Parameter for that.
Wait, post tweet too. This should work. Or no, this would do it at
But
the same time, I
It'll
guess.
do it at the
Yeah.
same time.
Let's see. Delete this. Okay.
What's the menu for recurrence? The 3 dots on recurrence give you? Because maybe you can be like
dots.
copy.
Top right. Yeah.
Oh.
your name
Peak
and-
code. Actually, I am interested in that.
You can only
I
do
mean,
one
really?
per workflow. Yeah, I guess it's like triggers with functions. You can only have one.
Yeah. But I guess we could it would just be 2 different apps on the same account, right? So we could technically make a second one. Let's see if that works. Now I'm curious if that'll work. So that'll be Day Michael. This will be Night Michael.
Day Michael. Ah.
This will be fun because I've actually never done one on the same account. Let's see. Create.
I'm trying to think of how you would do it with code as well.
So really
I
the
like-
longest part of doing all of this has been just making the Twitter account, really, when you think about it. And let's see. Oh, here. I'll just use the same resource group. Consumption. Okay.
Consumption
We're
is
gonna name it
dangerous.
Scott Bot Night. No, PM.
About PM.
Night owl.
Yeah.
Mike said you would need a parallel workflow or a switch in there. But
Okay.
Linda said you can only do one per workflow because recurrence is a trigger.
Yeah.
This,
that's
I
what I was
think, will
thinking.
work too.
This he promises us.
Faik.
Okay, let's do this one. Okay. And we are going to do Twitter. Oh wait, we want to post a tweet. Oh, we need a trigger first. Okay, trigger.
Oh.
Recurrence. Go to my faves here. Recurrence. I don't know how to spell recurrence.
You're getting there.
Recur.
Ants. There it is. Look at all these. There's like Outlook, Office 365.
Recurrence.
Yeah, there's a lot.
When an email's received. What if I just made a logic app where whenever I got an email, it was like, I'm never going to see this. Like, just text me instead.
Contact this person and they'll tell me.
Okay, so our first one was we did it at 13, right? So wait, let's do the math there. What did we do? We did
You'll want
day
it to be like
once a day at
lunch, like dinner time.
these
right?
hours.
At these hours. And if 18 is 11,
11,
add 7.
12, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Make it like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Wait, what would that be then? I'm really bad at military time.
So you would like, you'd roll over. So like the other one tweets at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and that's set for 18. If you wanted to tweet at like 6 o'clock, which would be about dinner time, 6 o'clock is 7 hours ahead of 11. 7 plus 18 is 25. So that's one rollover. So it should be 1 in the morning UTC.
So, wait,
I
which
don't know
number
that I
would
did.
that be?
I was in English. So 1. Pick 1.
One.
Because this
One?
is UTC. That's that. Yeah.
We should
Okay.
make a bot that we give it a time and it does this calculation for
Right?
us.
Seriously.
And I'd like that installed directly into my brain because
Actually, that could be okay. I might build that bot. First of all, I owe everybody in the world a tea bot because that tweet
Oh,
popped
that's
up that was like,
right.
"Don't forget that you made tea." And when I asked people when should I tweet this, they said every minute. British people did, which I feel as a dual citizen. I do love the idea of a Twitter bot that every hour on the hour tweets like it's this time normal time and this time military time just to get myself to remember those numbers
I like
because
that.
I
Just to help.
never understand military time. So I'm adding that to my bot list. Okay, do we need any more parameters? I don't think so. We could do at 1:30.
Yeah, you could do it in minutes.
Let's see.
You could also make the whole UTC thing easier by adding a time zone. And then you know exactly when it's
Oh.
going to go. It's one of the
Dang.
parameters you can do.
Dang. It's like you work here. Wait, where
No,
was
it's
that?
down on the... Right there.
Time zone.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, where's ours?
Microsoft, if you're listening, I'm not interested in a job right now. But if you want to look me up in 2 years...
Interesting. So
Chat.
would this isn't going to affect our one before because obviously it's a different logic app. Okay.
Right.
So Pacific time. Yeah, let's do. Okay, wait. I'm
And
bad
now
at
military time, 6 o'clock, add it to 12.
Wait, 12,
Plus
13,
6
14,
is
15, 16, 17. So it'd be like what?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
18:30. And what's fun is it's only 3:52 here, so we'll get to have this tested out. If we change, so we can't make the first tweet that we test it with what we actually want it to tweet because
Oh,
then
that's
it
true.
won't tweet.
Just
Okay.
call it, let's make it Michael Scott. Like, make it like a silly test thing. I declare testing tweet. Instead of I declare bankruptcy.
Okay, so now I need to sign in again.
Hide your screen. We don't want to see it.
I won't, don't worry. Michael Scott
Oh,
PM.
man.
Sign in.
Oh, man. You're going to show us.
There's nothing to show. It's just gonna
There you
show
go.
this.
But
You're
you
going to
okay.
show us.
reuse connections? I thought it
We're
would
gonna
have saved.
see. Well, because this is because we made a completely different logic app, I think. PJ,
Oh,
what
so-
are you holding?
Oh,
that
that's
a
my
keyboard?
keyboard.
Super shiny on the bottom.
Really flat, really, and like I don't have a mechanical one. Basically,
Same.
like when I got my job, they were like, "Would you like a keyboard as well with your laptop?" And I just picked one, and so I have this MacBook that they sent me from work, but I have a Windows keyboard, and it confuses my brain all the time because every day I'm hitting Window key, but it's the Command key.
So, to answer your question, Gwen, I think it's because it treats every logic app as a separate thingy. So, like, for example, like, if I was working on the Britney one, like, it won't
Mhm.
recognize that across all of them. So, I'm not, like, that's also very secure, too, because I feel
Yeah.
like I don't have multi-auth on these, but let's see. Tweet text. And what was the text? It was, what's for dinner? Nothing but gruel. Okay.
Nothing but cruel. But you wanted to do a different test, right?
What's for dinner? Bankruptcy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Wait, am
Actually-
I spelling this right? Bankruptcy.
CY.
C.
Yeah. A Michael Scott mashup quote generator would be pretty funny too.
Ooh.
Yeah, like
All you need is two arrays. right?
I need
Or
to show
two
you my
lists.
other favorite bot, Lin-Manuel Mirand bot, which my friend built. Lin-Manuel Mirand bot. Okay, I will find it after we test this out. But my dear friend Julie has a I think it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. What does it mean?
It's a
I learned it in
portmanteau,
Hackbright.
right?
No, it's like a oh man. Someone is like screaming at their computer right now. Something chain, Markov chain.
Oh,
Um, Lin Manuel Markov. Let's see, Lin Manuel Markov. So, do you know what a Markov chain is, PJ?
nope.
Ooh, we're gonna learn. We learned about this in my boot camp. Okay, I will find that bot in a second. I'm definitely following it on my other account. But Markov chains are basically like this way we played with it in my boot camp where essentially we took Dr. Seuss quotes and then it would try to guess like based on what the next word was what the next word would be, and I will show you. So it just basically takes all the tweets from Lin-Manuel Miranda and has turned them into a Markov chain bot, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see, but back to the important things. Back to this. What's for dinner bankruptcy? I'll put a money emoji and a plate. Plate. Okay, and let's see, run trigger. Going back here. What a strange bot we've built. So we'll change that back to what it's supposed to be. And if you follow this bot, y'all, ooh, what happened? We probably pressed it twice, and it was like, you tried to tweet it twice. This will actually tweet around dinner time, the actual thing. But hold on, I'm gonna find this Lin-Manuel Markov bot and
It's Lin_Markov bot.
Lin Markov. Okay.
This feels
Lin.
really similar to Kim Kardashian, which is a mashup of Kim Kardashian tweets and Kim Kierkegaard, a philosopher. So it'll be like, and like it's always like this dark stuff. It was like, can you ever truly know yourself? Let's take selfies.
Yeah, I think it just like it. This is all just text from Lin-Manuel's Twitter account that Julie has put into a Markov situation, which I think when I was in Hackbright, we did. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them sim I am. And then we made Twitter bots that were Markov chain bots with green eggs and ham, which was like ham, eggs, do I give? Like all of these weird things. So you'll see all of these. Like oftentimes I'll see this in my feed and I actually think it's Lin-Manuel. And I'm like, because it's like things that I think she's got the fancy bath tray for Father's Day. Thank you, thank you. I'm like, oh, that's great. Happy Father's Day, Lin-Manuel.
But then it's not.
30 a.m. buddy droppings. There wasn't time to work for this. This is the voice of mom in the freezer. Flatten the curve. Jenna subplot took me out yet again. Okay. Okay, so we learned something today. We learned that we can have a Twitter account that has multiple logic apps triggering it. I guess we'll know for sure in the morning when
What's forbidden here? What'd you get in trouble for?
Double click like you submitted twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
you submit twice.
I got too excited. I'm gonna edit it. Da-da-da. Okay, Scott Bot, come back. And I will update it to the real tweet. So now in the morning, it'll say, wait, what was it? Early bird gets the worm or something?
No, what's for dinner? Only gruel.
Nothing but
gruel.
Gruel. And that should... I hope when I save it, it doesn't send the tweet. I think that's what happened last time, but let me see. Bot Scott. I guess I could add an emoji. Okay, good.
I guess it doesn't do it. Nice.
I'll put the plate. Oh, that's Brittany. We don't want to edit Brittany. I mean, we could.
It's gonna tweet in 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe.
Nice. Save it. We got it. We did it, y'all.
Is there any other emoji that goes with this? Maybe like a angry
Like
face.
or like a throw up face.
He's kind of making, in the meme, he makes this kind of like side eye face. So maybe like, where's the, oh, here, nothing but gruel.
Love it.
So glad we did this. Wow, y'all, it's 4 o'clock. Final
What an
episode
hour
of
it's been.
GotBot. We made our Scott bot. I'm so glad that we did. Any parting bot thoughts? This is a new segment on the final episode called Bot Bots.
Bot
Bot
thoughts.
thought.
I feel like a bot thought because I have a lot of them.
I too have a lot of bots.
I see what you did there.
This has been so fun. I'm so excited. This has been very full circle because PJ, you joined me on the first episode randomly.
Mhm.
You popped in,
I
and
was
Gwen
like, I'm
came and
here.
joined the party. And now we're back. We're here on the final day. Super excited, y'all. If you want to check out any of the previous bots or episodes, you can go to aka.ms/gotbots links, where I have a beautiful. Here, I'll just show you. aka.ms/gotbots links, Scott's bots. And this has all of the different summaries of all the previous episodes. So if you want to go back, learn about the Clippy bot that we made. If you want to go back, learn about Bon Jovi bot. Those are all here. I just posted episode 4 summary, so that'll be up soon. And make sure that you follow PJ and Gwen on their various social channels. They're posting awesome, fun stuff all the time. And I've got a exclusive, y'all. You heard it here first. Starting next week, GotBots is done. Sad cry emoji. But starting next week, I am starting a new series called Beep Boop. With Ornella, my lovely, lovely coworker. And oh my goodness, you know what I can do? I can share. I think I can share. Okay.
Oh my God. Like
this
a
is what you
preview?
can look forward to. Okay, that was just sneaky.
That was so loud.
Yeah, that
I have no control over the volume. So apologies for that. So join next week. I'll be playing through all these Space Jam modules, learning about AIML. And yeah, thanks for being my guest today, y'all. I'm so excited. Sorry I blew out your eardrums with Beat Boop soundtrack.
Don't need them.
Okay, but before we go, in the chat and my guests, tell me what bot you're gonna make next. I'm gonna think
Gwen,
for a
you
second.
gotta go first.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
think.
Maybe I don't know what I'll make, but I'm curious to explore tools around making bots with .NET because I'm a .NET developer, not a JavaScript dev. So I don't know what I'll make, but I'll make something.
I kind of
How
want to
about
play with Teams bots, like things that I can do. Like when I used to use Slack at my previous company, we had like a stand-up bot. So maybe I'll make like a stand-up bot in Teams for my team.
I wanna learn to make a Slack bot because I use Slack at work, and I don't know what it'll do, but I want to make a Slack bot.
Ooh, I thought of another one. You know the dinosaurs, like I'm the baby, gotta love me. Maybe
Yeah.
there's something there with like if I tag it, I'm like,
Oh, not the
am I-
mama.
yeah, not the mama bot, not the, yeah. I think that's next.
Bot the mama. Yeah.
Bot the mama. That's what I was trying to get to. You got
I
me
got
there.
you. I'm helpful.
All right, y'all. This has been Got Bots. Again, if you want to check out any of the previous episodes, go to aka.ms/gotbots links. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, PJ. And until next week, this has been Got Bots. Goodbye.
Oh, she left us. I love when this happens, where she doesn't actually end the show and we're left here.